Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. You're watching Jana FX, and as I promised, I'm going to make a video technical analysis before the new trading week. So first of all, of course, I'm going to make a warning that Forex is a risky business. You may make money, you may lose money. It's all up to you. If you decide to invest in Forex, you really need to have a financial advice. And whatever I show you and tell you about, it's all my opinion. And I share it with you. And if you disagree with anything, please change the channel. So it's all the decisions you make, it's all at your own risk. So that's all, guys. Just made a warning. And if you agree with all the rules, we can continue. So I will be making technical analysis for, of course, one of my favorite pair. It's euro-dollar, and I'll try to make also technical analysis for pound-dollar, Australian-dollar, dollar-yen, dollar-Canadian, and euro-pound, because those are the other pairs which I do trade from time to time when I see a good opportunity on the market. So as you remember my rules of the trading week. So before the week starts, of course, I'm analyzing and making the technical analysis. And you remember that it's all important, not just technical analysis, but also need to remember about the news, economy, and also political situation. And so right now, what you need to know is that we have important day in June. Is going to be 15th of June, where it should be a rate decision for USA. And if you were trading all this month, that you would know that the market was concentrating a lot around this news event about the interest rate might be raised. And so because of this, you might notice that the dollar was getting quite stronger, because the chances now that the interest rate will be raised a bit more. So these are kind of what's people talking about right now, and looks like on the market the situation that many do believe in it, and that's why the dollar is getting stronger. So right now you kind of have to be careful. Well, in my opinion, what you want to do, because so what the market is concentrating also is on all economic news. Probably will be concentrating a bit more, because as it was said, that if the economic results will be good, then the interest rate might be changed on 15th of June. So of course on that day we don't know what's going to happen. Will it raise? Wouldn't raise? So you just need to be careful and decide for yourself if you want to trade or not at that particular date. And also another date you need to remember about, so make a note maybe, on 23rd of June is going to be Brexit for UK. And if you trade pound dollar, so again, right now market concentrating mostly on the polls, where they asking a people opinion, what's the percentage of people think that UK will stay in Europe, and some percentage of people think that UK might be going out of Europe. So of course on 23rd of June it could be also could be quite huge move. It could be a gap, and you know the gaps. I wasn't making videos about the gaps, but it's could be anything. So you might make good money, you may lose a lot of money. So again, it's all up to you, but you really need to make notes of these dates. Well, I just told you about what is actually quite happening right now, and that you should be aware of these dates. And what the market is quite a lot concentrating on at this moment. And so like the previous few weeks or something, it was kind of like I say, it's a bit of a mess, because dollar is like getting stronger, and like some pairs are following, and then and dollar is getting stronger. But on the pound, for example, pound was getting stronger, than it should have been weaker because of the rate decision. But as I'm saying, because of the concentration on the polls they're making, so it's all kind of messing up a bit right now. So you just need to be careful, especially you are starting to trade, and maybe something is not going to be right for you with your strategies, and you'll be thinking what's happening. So this is what's happening right now. because of this uncertain things right at this moment on the market. That's what uncertain things happens on the market too. But I still will be making this technical analysis just to see what we can expect, kinda, right? Because it's never 100% what's gonna happen. So okay, first of all is what we do, of course, is checking out the economic calendar. Let's do it. The first thing, it's you can check it on dailyfx.com, and I like to use them for the calendar. So we're checking out the week for news for our main pairs. So you have to make a note too that market on Monday will be holiday, Memorial Day for US and bank holiday for England. So Monday is probably can be a quiet day, and that's what we have here on Monday. There will be some news like which for euro, but they have like very low. As you can see, we have here some German consumer price which is medium, then we have another index which is high. You need to make a note. This is actually the timestamps here is for my time zone, but you can change. If you can see here, you can change the time zone for you where you are. Just change it here, and you would know what time to look for. So right now you see all these timings, they're not for you, not in your time zone. And so what you can expect, what can happen is, you know, in the news that it could be some movement. So you need to know. But Monday, because it's holiday in US and England, then it could be quite quiet day. Okay, so next day we have Tuesday again, so you make notes if you will be trading yen, dollar yen, so you see, you need to make notes. Okay, we'll have some news also, they're medium, they're low, so maybe they'll move, maybe they'll not, but just have it in mind. And you have Australian dollar, so we have Australian some news. Then we have again yen some news, then we have European news, we have unemployment rate, consumer price index. So we do have some news on Tuesday, and we also have news for dollar, and actually the personal consumption expenditure. So it's what you call PCE. So some of the experts says that it could that one is the high one. Well, they all will be the same time, mostly before the 3 o'clock, again, my time zone. So you're going to have quite a news on Tuesday, which can move the market according to some of the sources. This could be one of the influence on the interest rate decision for the June 15th. So make note of this news. So what we have next, Wednesday. Wednesday we have again some yen. We also have European some news. We have news for pound, and where else? Well, if you trade New Zealand dollar, I don't use New Zealand dollar. So we have a little bit for Canadian dollar, and again we have ISM manufacturing, which is also for US, also quite one of the high news. And Thursday. We have news for yen. We have European Central Bank rate decision. So you need to make note of this. Well, at this moment it says the interest will not change, but we need to read the news, what is going to be, if there will be change or will not be change. Well, at this moment it says it's not going to be change. But we need to still have it in mind that could be, if of course nothing is going to change, then there will not going to be movement. If it could be change, it could be movement. And we have some news for dollar again, and the Friday also we have some news for yen, we have some news for euro, which is not very important. We have some news for pound and Canadian, which is also quite low, and dollar we have non-farm payrolls, like one of the most important news, which I usually do trade. It all depends, as I'm saying. So now you know that the whole week is going to be a whole week of news. Well, except well, Monday we have some news on Monday. Yes, we do, but because of the holidays, it could be quite quiet. But because we have so many news, so it could be an interesting week. We don't know which exactly news the market will concentrate. Could it be Tuesday, this PCE? Could it be the Friday non-farm? And all we need to do is look, of course, as you remember, look for patterns, its channels, its triangles, any other patterns, see how quiet the market will be before the move, before the news event would happen. So you know all these rules. So that's what we start with. So now we know about all the news. And during the week, of course, you need to read and see what the market will be concentrating on at the moment of trading. So right now we know about everything, and we are starting to do the technical analysis on our pairs. So with all the news, you know, you just make the notes, and of course you can mark them on the charts. So you would know, you would not miss, and you will see where you will be. Maybe you will be in the trade and you need to be careful. Maybe you would think to go into the trade. Maybe you would want to place the orders or close the position. So that's why you need to know when this news is going to happen. So we start with Euro again, and it's a monthly chart as usual. As you remember, I was saying to you, it's all clear right now. I'm making this first week. Let's say I promised you to do every week in June. Let's say we'll see afterwards if I will be making or not, because you know in summertime I don't really like to trade. And I'll start from right from the beginning. We can see this is nothing on the screen. I have no lines right now, no spot resistance levels. So we start with monthly chart, and if you watched my previous videos, you do know. I remember I was making this prediction technical analysis, and if you watched one of the videos, I was telling you, for example, if you will see here, is kind of like a channel, and the market right now is inside that channel. And I was exactly, you can do plus minus with the wings. It depends how close the market gets there. You can move it closer to the wing, or at this moment I'll just put it for the bodies of the candles. And if you remember, so here also can be right to the body of the candles, right here, or you can put it right to the top of the wing. Remember, I was telling you that before, like we didn't have this little area, I had that part where I was telling you that it does look like what we had back in time there, quite similar picture. We had a downtrend and also was downtrend, and then it was something like well, let's say consolidation or uncertain things, uncertainty, let's say, here happening back then. Right now is also the same. I told you that market will stay for a while inside here before it will do the movements. You can see, if you would look at this two lines, and it's exactly what happened between them here. The market was staying here, it didn't go above or below these levels. Exactly what happened in this area. Now we're going to this part, and you can see what's happening in this part. It's happening something similar to here, except here it's actually broken, went up, and here we actually see there was an attempt to go up, but now the candle forming is a red candle. So from this picture I can think what can happen is, if well, this is forming a red candle, of course the next one might go up or might go down, but if it will, let's say the next level we would be drawing, I would draw it like this to see, well, at least to these bodies. Of course we will have to go on the smaller time frame. Right now it's a monthly, and so if the market will go up, so that would be one of the levels, or maybe market will skip this part and actually would drop down and continue the downtrend of the previous. There was a downtrend, so it might continue the downtrend to something like this. It might make this movement. So I can't say, don't know, but as you remember, I was saying to you exactly what happened, exactly what I told you, and happened exactly is predicted. So as I say, you see what happened before, and you can think what might happen at the present time, something similar. So right now, as you can see, the market didn't break this channel, so it stays inside. And this is for the monthly. So like we have the main picture. We know now that it's uncertain what's happening. The market stays inside, and it can't pick the direction if it wants to continue downtrend, or is it going to change the direction. So it has to break one of these levels. So this is the monthly one, and it's quite big. As you will see, the distance here is like 967 pips. So we are going, well, so we can leave it like this. And we can also draw some other levels, but right now, because it kind of sits inside that channel, so before drawing something next, you know, for all of this, because if you see this is going like downtrend, before anything like this, we really need to come out from that channel first. So this is monthly right now, so we don't really need any other one, so we would have it more clean. Let's say I don't need those extra levels right now. So let's go to daily one just to see a bit better picture of let's do the weekly one. Actually better would be here. Also remember, we had a downtrend, and we had like this triangle which was broken and which actually stopped here around this area. And so now we have, it's moving high again. You can see it's actually broke again. If you would see that trend was going up, and it's at this moment, you can see it's broke here, so we can draw it, so we would see it on the other level, on the other time frame. And again, with this we can either do it this way. So at one point it might be broke already, but we also have here little wings, so it could be that maybe it still stays in here. So what it could be also that way. So kind of really need to bear in mind that might be could be something like this. So but we can see that this the top one right now is, we can move it like more here, a little bit there. Well, right now is the market going down, so this is going to be our, at this moment I can a little bit adjust it to this area. That would be one of the main, let's say, just want to see the main picture. So it looks like we had something like this, and this is something similar to this, which could have been at one point, could have think it's like two bottoms, and market should have gone up, but it didn't. It turned around. You see, it didn't break. This is quite important level. It's tried to break a few times and get to a few times, and it didn't break. You see, it's like it's turned around again. Okay, so we'll go on a daily one to see what's happening here. As you can see, is these swings. So that's what it could be. Could be it's still in there, or staying here. This one. We'll do it. If we will do it as this, missing this part, then we can say the market is going down. It's broke this area, right? So it's keep going, but because we have this little bottom, so we can also think that it could stop around this level. So just draw it from the bottom. Because we're trading, I'm trading the smaller charts also, that's why it could be quite important on the smaller charts to see all these levels. So that could be this, and we can still have that little one, just to write it, to make it more like parallel, something like this, to see what happens. So it's that way it's it's broken, that area, and going down right now. So that's what we have. And also can make another one to see if that can help us, because look, we had bottom here which was broken, then we had these two touches which also was broken, we had this touch which also was broken, and then we had top here, then we had again touched once, touched again, and then broke. So it could be quite important level, which also was broken here. And right now is, you can see the market come to this level, so it's actually stopped around here somewhere. So that's the daily chart. So we can see that market could have stopped here, or we might continue. So I'll remove this, and for a better other view, that's going to be my channel. So the channel, right now the top one is not as important as the bottom one. So we have two touches on the bottom line, which is, I'm saying, it could be slightly higher, and if it will be slightly higher, then as you can see, it touches also the tops. So it's quite important, this area right now, is what I can say. What can happen? So in my kind of opinion, what can happen, so I don't really need this right now because this is more important, and that level, that price, that market can either stop here at that level and turn around, or so it can break a little bit. How many pips here we have? We have here like about 40 something pips. It's not that fast, so it's either can get to this and touch, maybe break it a little bit and turn around, because it's also was going down, and maybe it would want to have a little bit correction. Maybe it will break and continue down to the next level. Is going to be this one of the levels, important levels, as you remember, maybe a little bit lower, as that's our main channel, this one. Let's do for the lowest one. That's our main channel, the monthly one. So when it gets a bit low, and then we will see, because you know that it also can stop somewhere around here, because it's also did stop here before around these areas. But right now, all the concentration around here, and it can break it. So you can see it's right here. And so another one. So what we know right now, that euro dollar is in downtrend. So this is now no doubt on this. So it's downtrend, and that's another one. And you remember all the strategies I was teaching you and telling you about, trading the trend lines, trading for trends. This is the trend lines. So that one right now is the trend. The market is going down. And let's go to dailies, just better view. So basically the market was in the main picture. We know that right now it's uncertain where the market wants to go on the bigger time frame. On the smaller time frames, we know that the market was going up, as you can see, was going up, changed the direction now. So it didn't break our important level here, which was trying to do, as you remember, a few times, and it didn't. And you know all the strategies I told you. My main strategies, of course, is look for the pattern. It's for the channel, it's for triangle, it's for the flags, and also there are some other patterns, head and shoulders, and all of this you need to look for before to make the trades. But of course, as I was saying, when you do have all of this kind of levels, you can risky, which I think is very risky. When it touches it, for example, you can, let's say here, you could sell. When it goes well halfway, you could have closed your position, so just put a trailing stop and it would like close it itself. When it touches the other side, you can buy, and you can risk like this, but the most of all I like to see when it creates some patterns, and which are usually created on the smaller time frames, of course. So as you can see, it's all going down right now. It's continued downtrend, and now it's reached the important level around this area, as you can see. So what can happen is, I'm saying, looking for patterns, see what if it's going to break it, and maybe it creates something around here. So next week we will see what's going to happen, because there will be some news, quite important news, and the market will make some movements, of course, around here, and especially it's around the very important levels. So it all depends what's going to happen on those news, how the market would react. But you see right now it's going down, so you can do a little bit, as I was saying, like a little bit plus minus. So the main question is how to draw them. You don't have like 100% accuracy. Of course, you can do a little bit plus, a little bit minus. That's why when you place in the orders, you really need to bear in mind and use your stops. It could be more than 30 pips stop, it could be 50 pips stop, 100 pips stop. It depends how big your account, how small your lot size. It's all up to you. All the money management you have to do yourself. Remember not to try not to risk more than 2% of the account with the trade. So don't risk too much. And as you see, even on this trading, on that downtrend, you see when it's changed its trend, it was just going down. And of course, you could, for example, sell here and place your stop somewhere up there. It went down. You could have waited. Not wait, as I'm saying, quite often what happens, it doesn't really reach exactly the your levels. Sometimes it doesn't touch the level, so it's a little bit high, a little bit low. You can see it didn't touch here, but for example, you see this, it's actually like this part. For example, I personally wouldn't trade like this, like when the first time, you wouldn't do it, because actually at the beginning you would have to have these two tops. You would have these two tops and you would have this bottom, and that's how you would draw your first lines, and you would know roughly where it's going, waiting, okay, what after this it would go down, and it did went, and so our levels would have been actually more looking like this. That's what it's right at the beginning. If you draw it, that's what it would be more like that. We had one bottom here, and we had one top here and one top here, so more accurate it would have been that way. Let's say like this. So that would be the first drawing for these two. So you do a little bit plus minus because of this wing. It could have been something similar like this and one, and then when it's moved here, that's when you adjust it to the second one, and you can see then it wouldn't be touched here a little bit. You can move it a little bit there, so it would touch that and that. So when this started to create and it didn't go there, you could have already draw. That's what I use. That's that level, and it could have go continue to this area, but it's already created halfway, let's say, and you could have your trade here. And you can see it's like 100 pips movement, so it's actually broke. So we always look for something, as I was telling you, for some channels. This I'm saying like a side channel, the trading inside the trend. That's exactly. This is we're still looking on a bigger one. It's a 4 hour. It's just better view. It will go like, let's say 30 minutes, and you have a bit better view here. I mean, you have more of the candles. If we go on the 15 minutes chart, you would have even more, which is a bit hard to see, but you would go on the 30 minutes back is better. And this was the first one. So for example, that one, your big, this is in a trend. So that's your one of your levels which broke. Then you could use this part, which is also halfway. Then you could use that part, and then you could use this part, and now it's keep going here. So it's either will break it to go down, and maybe it will reverse, because that's important level, and so that area right now is quite important. So it depends what the news is going to be. So, and that's what we do have. And on the 15 minutes, also, when you look at it, so you can have your channels. Remember the channels? For example, like this channel. So that's, I'm saying, is a mix of different systems. Like the previously videos was trading just the channel I was showing to you, but then I introduced you to trading the trends, when it's like it's creating something like this. And on a little bit bigger time frame, you can also do on a 15-minute chart, but also need to know what's the news are happening. But for example, that's one of the channels It's still like back to the channel system. You see it's only like 7, 8 pips, how wide it is, and you see how long it is, like 44 candles, that long. That's one of your channels. That's the system. Again, the question of people who's asking, is the system still works? Yes, it does. You see, you have your channel. You had, like, if you just go for 10 pips, so that movement like was 50 pips. Then you see, like, there was no channel here, there was no channel here, because that's the trend is going down. You see, it doesn't create the horizontal. We are looking for quite perfect horizontal channel. So this something you could try. It's quite wide and quite hard. I wouldn't probably go for this one, because you see it's 16, 17 pips, which I say you can also trade. But then if you do have something like this, you would just need to increase the stop, and because it's also like a consolidation before the movements, but it's up to you. So that one also made it's like 36 pips, but it's also went to a level, touched it. It's like 60 pips it made. So like here is no channel really, right? This is quite small, but I mean risky one, because it's very small. How many? It's like only like 19 candles. But well, you can still try to trade this one. This actually would make you money too. So, and this one is not a perfect one, but still could try. It's, what you say, it's because of it's quite high, 10, well, about 6. So yeah, you could have used this one. It's not as perfect, but you still could. And it's 20 pips. You wouldn't go in a trade. Depends where you put. It might have taken you in a trade, it might not, because you can see it's not even 20, and you remember it's 20 pips before it takes you, plus spread. So it's either will take you in a trade or not, but it's not perfect channel, as you can see. That's the perfect channel, that one. You can see the difference, how many is here, is going up, then it's going down. This is not perfect, as I said. That's the perfect channel. That's the perfect channel for this channel 10 pip strategy. You see, that is the perfect one. You have here like 40 pips, and it's even went down more. So that's also your perfect channel. So a little bit, just, you see, that's also your perfect channel. You see how straight it is. You don't have any big ups and downs. The candles are mostly the same kind of size, and they stay in that little channel, like what, 55 pips only, you can see. And you have more than 30 candles in that channel. You like start from here, you have like 39, 40 candles, and you can see the movement is 45 something pips. You see no channel. You have, this is again another one. You might say again it's a channel, but it's a bad one, as you can see. That's your good one. Again, quite straightforward, and that's not as good. You see it's up, it's a little bit down, it's up again. It's not very nice. I mean, you would still make here money, because the movement actually did happen. But it's not a good channel. So you can see, even with the market movements being quite unpredictable, you still had some good channels. And here it's not good. To me, that's not good. That's not good. This is no channel. That is not good. That's not good. And mostly lately there were not very many good channels. But you can see there were some good, and most days no. So that's what for euro dollar right now. For me right now, that's what happens. And of course no trades for euro dollar. So on the 15 minutes you can see it started to create something here little. Looks like it might be because, like, here you can see that's kind of was quite creating the same like a channel here. So it might create something like this, but because it's new week starts, I wouldn't risk on that one. So I'll just wait and see what's going to happen next. Right now, I'm not going to do anything about this part. So that's it. Nothing on this. Just waiting for now. That's all. So that was for euro dollar. That was my analysis for euro dollar. So at this moment, there is nothing there. Monday could be quite quiet, and just wait for the news, and then it depends what the market is going to look like. I will be making decision if I will be trading or I will not be trading. So at this moment, this is what on euro dollar. Okay, let's go to pound dollar. It's actually quite a big video. I'm not sure if I will be making for all the pairs because it's going to be, I'm not going to be making maybe the detailed technical analysis. I'll just look at these pairs quickly, let's say. So remember, again, we need to do really monthly. The monthly one, you can see I'm not going to draw here anything right now. On the pound, well, except we do really need to, because we have it's downtrend. The main trend is a downtrend on pound, but you can see the last, that movement looks like it might be a correction, and then the pound will continue down, or it might be it's changing direction. It might will break that level and go up. I don't know, because of the news we know about the Brexit. So that's why I'm not going to concentrate too much on it right now. Let's go just to daily one, which is also, you can see on the daily one, it's going up. So that's how you draw the levels. Again, a little bit maybe lower. It could be a little bit low because we had a little bit here and there. So it's actually did turn around on about that level. And now it's well, either will be going down or maybe will break. Depends what's going to happen. And we can go on the 4-hour channel time frame. By the way, there was I want to show you one of the patterns here which actually worked very well on pound. That's the pattern. So on this one, I saw actually I made some profit on this one because that is the diamond pattern. And when pound was going up, you see it's like it had up and correction, up and corrected, and then here it's started to slow down. And before thinking will it continue actually go to our level, which actually did later, but first it's created this pattern which called diamond. See, if you look at it, you make the levels. I didn't tell you about these patterns. There are some other patterns I didn't make videos about, but I'm sure that some of you would know. So that looks like a diamond, and the diamond pattern is also it's breaking the level and then it's going, and about the same distance it does exactly what was the movement before. You can see it's what it's done. So it was very good pattern to see at the moment, and I had placed some trades, and you can see it's 140, and it's probably about the same as 160. As you remember with all these patterns and levels, that sometimes it might not go exactly the same distance. It might stop a little bit higher, stop on the halfway, or it's a little bit will not reach, but you see afterwards it's actually continue its movement. So that picture. So that's what I'm saying. Patterns are quite important. Look for the patterns. They are quite accurate, and you can do quite good trades. I do really like to look for all of these patterns. So that's what we have right now on the daily chart, just to see what's happening on the pound. So it's an uptrend, and also can draw some other levels just to see. It's all you need to see, of course, as I'm saying, when during the trading week. So at this moment also what's happening, you can see here also was a little channel. It's a quite small channel, but this was a really good channel. You see, like that one was a very good one on the pound trade here, like 28 candles and about 20, quite wide though, but still tradable. So this is like this quite short, even though it's did work, but it's really short. So as we can see, again, the pound kind of reached the top, not exactly, not 100%. So this actually could be a little bit higher because it's going right here. So it didn't touch the top, and here also could be a little bit higher. What we can do here is we either can actually come back and touch it and try to break it, or maybe it started to go down. At this moment, it's quite hard to say. as I'm saying, it's reacting on different news. And so what we can try to do is to try to draw to see what's like this one. What is it doing here? Like that. So it could be this. It might go down just to that area, it might stop earlier. At this moment it's quite hard to say with pound what it's going to do. So we have some movements. And so here it's that was uptrend, now it's changed the direction, so it goes in downtrend. And so this is 30 minutes. And again, right now I don't see anything at pound, probably because it will be waiting also for news, non-farm, and what's gonna be happening with some other polls. So that's what it is right now. Not creating the channel, nothing. So I wouldn't touch the same. The pound is uncertain at this point. It sits in this new channel and no movements. Okay. So going to Australia now again, starting from the monthly. So what do we have here? Like the main big picture, it's going up, but at the same time it's a downtrend. It was going up and now it's a downtrend. So Australian is going down. We would look on that. So what I can do here, try to draw again, to touch this. So as I'm saying, this one's not looking at all this like quite too close, because it's for a week, and during the week of course it could all change, and depends on where the market moves, then you can draw some other levels and see what's happening. So right now we can see it's actually kind of in downtrend. And so we can like go on the daily one and see what's here. How far is it? Let's go to weekly first. Let's see what I have here. And I have here, if say previously, it's kind of like bouncing around this area. So it's kind of like it's tried to break it and then come back and trying to break it, because we have actually 1, 2, and 3 times it touched that level, and here it's all trying to either break it. So it's kind of trying to pick up again its decision. We also have here is kind of channel we're looking at here too. So it also stays inside like it was before in here. It stays in the area, and it looks like Australian dollar is trying to do something like this kind of in that channel if you see on the monthly one. So that still thinking to break this area or not. So go on the daily again. So we had previously it was going up, now it's changed the direction, and so can kind of a little bit to draw it this way to see if it's again in the weekly one. I guess it's going up, down. Will be breaking it. So it's getting closer and closer to this level, and also here you can draw another one. So looks like at this moment it's going inside that channel, and also so it has like 80 pips to get to this level. So this kind of some levels, let's say, again would have to look for, it's already breaking this one and going down. So it's in 4 hours, we'll go in 30 minutes, we will see a bit better. So it's already had its movement like this, as you can see. It's already broke that level, and it started to go down now. So it's already made 36 pips, so it's on the 30 minutes. So we'll have to go on 1 hour. It would be better. Let's see that we did it here roughly. So went down. So right now, yes, it's broken here, and it can continue down. It will continue down to our area. So could we touch it again? Maybe trying to break it because we have another level here, or I mean, here is already momentum is gone. Let's say not momentum, but it's broke that level. So again, there is nothing can do right now to see what's gonna. So we missed the trade. Let's say you missed a trade because it's already happened. It would have been like a little bit higher. It depends where you draw it. Could have been like that place, and it's already gone. So right now I need to just wait what's going to happen next, where it's going to finish this movement. So in like the good way, let's say if it started to break in it should go down. Of course, a little bit like going down, a little bit up, a little down, a little down. It could make some movements like this, or it might reverse. But right now we have to wait because it's already happened. So this is what happened in Swiss trading. Now we go. Let's have a look at dollar yen. Again, going to monthly. So monthly channel. So actually on the monthly one, we have, so we can do that one important level is 101. You can see here, and here actually you can see this is another pattern on the big one. It's like head and shoulders. You have one shoulder, this is head, and another shoulder. Not very beautiful, but still head and shoulders. Well, to me anyway, that's how I would look at it. And I was also making some trades on dollar yen, and that's exactly, I used this pattern as a head and shoulders. And you can see the market is exactly what you would think the pattern would do. It's like move down and see how many pips. And well, it might go to this level, it might not. You know, again, it can, it can't, because also we have here quite important level. If you would look this area, and this area, well, like 1 to 3, and even 4 times, it was around this price range. Look, 1 and 2 and 3, and well, mostly 4, like plus minus a little bit low, a little bit less. So you have it around here. And what happened here, it's actually broke. It didn't go there, but it's something is going on around this area again. So at this moment we can see that it's also a downtrend on the monthly, but there is also this green candle. It's either correction or maybe it's changing the direction. So right here we see it's kind of between this price range. It was here, it's actually broken and come back. Let's use the monthly again, so to see we will not so it's inside this kind of what's happening here. So we have okay, we have here like these levels, and let's see kind of so it's coming back, it went back inside it, and what we can do here again, so we can try to draw and see if it's going in uptrend. So it was going downtrend before. You see it was going down and change the trend. And what do we have here? It actually was going this way first, which was a very nice uptrend. And also you had this, you can see these opportunities, like here you could go, this one also, it's quite like a triangle which went up. There's another one of your levels could have go here, it went up, and this is another consolidation, let's say, and also it went down. So now we have So it's actually broke, as you remember, that level. Went in here and right here now. So as I'm saying, it's on the weekly. Let's go on. So now we know roughly what it looks like. It's looked like this. Went into that. And if I go to 1 hour, what we can see here. Now let's go in daily one. Daily one. And just weekly. And so we need to draw for this one. This is downtrend channel, and where it started. So if I'll draw something, let's say that way. So we do have that where it was our uptrend, and where the uptrend finished, we can see it broke the level and started to create a downtrend. So we could have first would have been like this, our downtrend. You can see that's where it started. Remember, that downtrend started down. It's actually in that level it broke down here, stayed on this area a little bit. You see it because it's important. It was staying in here. Then it's actually finally broke. It then come back and broke again. So it come out from this trend, created that trend now. So we can still try to draw it this way, just to think, okay, it started there, come out, and then now it sits in here and sits in these levels. And here on the daily one, you can see it's actually created this area, and we have this important level, which I just changed. Let's just go back. So with this level, right now we can see that's important level because the market is very close to this price. So it's kind of quite important now to actually figure out it right. It touches here and there, so it could be slightly higher, could be up to this wing of the candle, or it could be right here. So let's just leave it right here, but bear in mind that it could be also, that would be important when we'll be doing the trades, and to bear in mind that market can maybe, you know, break that level and just go out to this area and then turn around. That's what can happen. So we kind of need to bear in mind all of these levels now. So if you would look at this one, so that one ain't going to be for long. So that will break soon. So the market should come out from that area, which is, again, we have some news there, need to bear in mind. And it's dollar yen, so we need to look for news for dollar and yen both. So while the market might break it before the news happen, like non-farm or this what's this PCE on Tuesday. So it's either what it can do, it's a 4-hour chart. Let's go to 1-hour chart. Let's see how it is. See how it's getting into that area. I mean, at this point, you don't really have anything right here. Like I can't see on even 1 hour, I can't see any like patterns or anything. So on the smaller charts, there is nothing really to trade, because you can see is nothing here. There is no pattern on the smaller time frame. In the 15 minutes, like we do, there is nothing right now here. It's already had all the movements, and that one is tells nothing at this moment. So need to wait. So it's like, let's say, stopped in between 110 and 109, about the same distance. You see, about 65 and 70. So it's like kind of in the middle. So it can balance here a bit. And as I'm saying, like I don't see any patterns. Like we don't have any channels or nothing good. I can't see, like for me, for opportunity to trade it. I can't see anything good for me at this moment for dollar yen, but on a bigger time frame, you can notice that it's gonna do something in this area. And so yes, during the week we're gonna see where it will go, to which area it will go, will it create any patterns or anything. So that would be a decision for it to what trades to do, but it's all around this, you can see. So obviously it might break in here, go down, or it might break this. Here it has to break two levels, in that one, and the next one is going to be that area. So that's roughly, as I'm saying right now, that's what I'm looking at, and just wait what's going to happen. Because on the smaller charts there is nothing right now, nothing you can do. All the movements already happened, and I can't see anything at that point. Okay, that was dollar yen. Now we're going to Canadian, the monthly chart. And so what do we have here? So it's, well, it's kind of, we have like this downtrend. Well, main picture is, it's kind of like, really, we'll take a top and top, and we had here top, this like now it's closed here, so we have still this lower, it's a downtrend. So it's kind of, the market is going downtrend, it's going down, and it's actually inside that it was going up, and now it's like kind of going down and up again. So maybe it's a correction, maybe it's changed the trend. So let's just let's go on the weekly one, so you can see on the weekly a little bit closer. So what's happened here? No, put this back in monthly. So yeah, okay, let's just draw it on this one so I can change it. So it was going up, so it's like plus minus, you can put it like this. So it's going up, it broke, went up again, and so we have here another one main when it was doing this. So well, we had another one here, that's the one, that's another one. So when it was going like this, we'll do, so it's either can be like, it can be this way, because we have here it's the same, and two tops and two bottoms. So that could be that area, which actually you see it's also balanced here, and it's actually broke at one point and went up, and now it's coming back to the same kind of area, same level. So this what creates this candle, and it's quite hard to say. It could be different ways. So we can, for example, what we can do, I can try to just, well, let's say we already have this movement. So if we had this movement, it's actually, as the market right now here, that part is kind of not as important as well. Okay, we leave it like up, even if it will be here, it's still quite far from where the market is at this moment. So it could be that way, it could be here. We can draw it like this a little bit, let's say. So let's say that's how it's going right now. Uptrending channel, so it's going up, right? And now it's at this level, and I can try to use the bottoms, draw the bottoms, and either use it that way or use it this way. Let's just go to the weekly now. So we have two bottoms, bottom and bottom. And so this is the weekly one. We had another, let's say, channel. We'll do it this way. You can see it. It's really hard on that. So you can see that's another one. Trend when it was going down. The trend. So it could be the highest one from the high top right here, bottom, and so we can see it was going down, and it's broke, and now it's going up. It's changed the trend. And if I'll draw it this way, like this, so this is our uptrend. This is it started the uptrend. So dollar Canadian, you see that's the change of the trends. So that's how I see it right now. So it will trade inside the channel if it will go up. So we can put it a bit closer here. We can put it in closer here just to see how many it's going to touch the tops. Or we can do it this way. So plus minus, it could be plus minus this way. So it's already broke the downtrend, so we don't really need this channel right now, the downtrend one. Really better to see that one is because it's already broke here. I'm gonna remove this so we would have less lines, and let's go to the big one. So what do we have here? The levels. So right here, the monthly thing. That was quite important level, and the market is around here somewhere. We had one here and this area. So, and also we had these tops before. So I'll just leave it like this to see what's going to be on. So you can see it's balancing right now around this level, around this price 130. So it's about around here. So before it was stopping around it, then it's actually finally broke it, go down, went to it, didn't break it, then it's finally broke, and again, so it's kind of all around this price range, staying around it. So what does it have here right now in that channel? So again, depends what's going to happen during the week, and doesn't have a channel or anything good, you see. We'll go like, okay, 15 minutes. Also, it's kind of like in the middle. So we had kind of some creation around this level, and then when it didn't break, you can see it didn't break it. So it didn't went up. A few times it was here, didn't break. It broke this level and continued the trend, continued down here. So again, one of the movements happened. So now we have to see what's gonna be creating here, around this area, because at this moment, again, it's nothing really. That wouldn't be a channel for me to trade, but it actually had a movement. That was also not a channel for me. No channel, and at this moment, it's nothing really around here. It's kind of looks like a little bit of creation of diamond pattern again. Could be. Need to see when the market opens, and if that creating you can see like it can create. It looks like diamond. If it does, then it could move down, maybe 100 pips, maybe a little bit higher. So, or it can go up. We don't know at this moment. It's also, you see that balancing around that level. So it's a kind of like in the middle. The chances it will go up or will go down. So have 200 and about 200, yeah, middle. So, but the movement has happened already around here. As you can see, it didn't break that level. It broke that level, went down, and now it stays, kind of creating another channel inside the channel, which also could be a little bit lower, a little bit higher, so something like this maybe. So as I'm saying, it does look like on the 15 minutes, it does look like the diamond panel, and because we have also that level created from the 1 hour chart, yeah, 1 hour, 4 hours chart, you can see roughly something like this maybe. Then 15 minutes, it's possible that it could go, if it will be going, it might go just 40 pips if it does actually create a diamond pattern. So from around that area could be about 40 pips. So to this level, or you might go to there, but a bit more riskier to go down more. It all depends, as I'm saying again, what kind of news it will be waiting. It might create here a little bit, and it might create a little bit more, because it could be a little bit more like this, maybe a bit more, and it might not create anything, it might go up. So well, at this moment is something looks like this, and as I'm saying, Monday could be very quiet day. All depends what's going to happen next. And let's go to now last one, euro pound. So we have also weekly view. Go this way. The main monthly view. So the main kind is, you can see it's a downtrend on the main picture, and it actually was up, going uptrend, and then it's down in the smaller time frame. It's also going to be downtrend. You can see it here. And also here, if you would see, that for me is head and shoulders again, shoulder, head and shoulder, and which is going to be more visible on the smaller time frames. So that's also telling me about this, because I was trading that. So you can see that's the, still on the weekly is better to see. You can see it's the one shoulder, head, and another shoulder. So, and important levels of that would have been around here, because we have also one touch was here, one touch is here, and more touches, the more stronger the level. And also there was something around here, but you can see mostly was there. And that's exactly what happened. It's there, you can see better. It was, when it's created it, we created second shoulder. Well, here was also quite good pattern. You can see that's what you can call it, like flag or triangle, more like a flag really, but instead of going up, you see it went down back to the line of the head and shoulders, and it broke it, went down, and now it's going, it's already made 140 pips. And of course the next level is, could be this. It might go to that area, and it might reverse, or it might break it, and it will go on the weekly one. It might go to quite down to about this area. So this is quite far, 600 pips. But at this moment you can see again the pattern, good pattern, beautiful pattern, worked well on pound, euro pound. So, and what else? Well, as I'm saying, on euro pound, the movement, kind of like the main movement, has already happened. Right now here, as I'm saying, it might go to this area, maybe a little bit low, maybe high, maybe it's already done, like stopped here. You see it's turned around a bit, and on the smaller patterns we can try, of course, again draw a downtrend just like that, a bit high. Just go a little bit in the daily one, so the better view. We have one top, we have another top, bottom, another bottom. So we can adjust a little bit to be better. Something like this, more touches. So roughly this. Go back to 4 hours. You can see it touches more in here and there. So it goes down again. You can see that's where it's broken here. So, and went down here. That's kind of a channel which is not as good because of that movement here, like 25 pips you have here. So it's not perfect channel, let's say. So it's not also many of the good channels. So that's one would have been trading with my trend trading, is that called. And as you can see, it's well around here right now. Also can't do anything right now. Really need to see what's gonna happen later, because like here around this area we would already know if it will break that part, it will go up. If it will break that part, it will go down. It's exactly did, and broke this, went up closer to it, didn't break it, so could use this part, but went down, touched here, as you can see, touched here and reversed, let's say corrected, and right now it's not keeping its uptrend back to, let's say, that levels, but it's turned around. So it's either maybe it will go down or maybe it will go up. It all depends again what's the news going to be. So it might will keep down, and it all depends what's going to happen around here, this area. Then we can see what if it will be any other pattern or anything again to try to see and to try to trade it, and what's the create. As I'm saying, because of the news events are going to happen, it's going to be, it could be really messy, quite hard to figure out what's actually what should we do. So but you can see all the levels, you can draw, and that's how I do it. So these are all my patterns at this moment. Of course, on Monday I'm saying I'm not going to trade. Definitely I'm going to just see if the market will create anything, but these are all my lines at this moment. This is my technical analysis for the week at this moment. And of course, during the week I'll be making decisions of what to do next. Will I trade anything, or would I just wait maybe to see, well, around the news, if I will be trading news or I will not? Maybe better to skip them and wait for major decisions what's going to happen. So I guess at the end of the week maybe there will be some results, and I'll tell you what happened, and try to make another technical analysis already for the next week. So well, that's all, guys. It's quite a long video. I'm not sure if I'll be doing for all the pairs for next week. Just make the comments, see if that's it was useful and understandable. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe for new trading analysis and new videos, so you wouldn't miss it. So that's all, guys. Bye, everyone.